Okay, friends. So, to the first panel segment here, Chrislam, Geopolitical, One World Religion. This segment is for 1 hour, and I am thrilled as ever to be introducing or reintroducing your favorite icons on the Lazarus Symposium. Let me start with Shehnaz. Shehnaz, good to see you.
Hi, Sasha. Thanks for inviting me to this party. I'm excited.
Great pleasure, and congratulations on your wonderful book, which people are talking to me about. How's that going?
Yes, it's going well. I'm so glad that I'm finally the author, right? And thank you for your foreword. It's just so beautiful. And I'm excited where it's going to take me. I know that I have to do some work to make it more, publicize the product. And I'm new in this field. So yeah, it's just one of those things.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Shehnaz. Okay, next up, David Sereda. Good to see you. How are you?
Hi, how are you guys?
Happy to see you. And we had such a fabulous session and the last symposium with your father. I mean, what a remarkable guy. And now finally get to see the loins from whence you sprang, David.
Yeah, exactly. Except we're both, much older now. But I mean, I'm really grateful to have had my dad introduce me to the path of meditation and spirituality, and a lot of progressive therapies too that I grew up with. How to process, difficult emotions and trauma relief. My dad was a incredible psychologist, and we almost lost him, and he's still with us, and he's one of the greatest influences in my whole life.
Indeed. What a beautiful soul he is too. I'm so glad to have made his acquaintance. Dave, Emery, sir, how are you?
I'm fine. Thank you very much for inviting me. Lovely to see you people. Thank you very much for allowing me to spend time with you. It's been great.
You're very kind, and you're the one we owe a debt of enormous gratitude to all of you for continuously coming on and helping to elucidate some very complex and enigmatic themes and narratives, and bring them into the purview of this Lazarus Symposium, and the thousands of people around the world who are just very, very grateful. You guys don't get to see the letters that come into us from people around the world, but believe you me, there's a hell of a lot of love and gratitude coming in from around the world. Look, let's jump into it today. Referring to my production notes here, we're focusing on how and why Islam became weaponized against Christianity, and vice versa. How did this action lead to the Crusades, the Holy Wars, and the modern day agendas and crises that we're experiencing? And if you don't know what I'm referring to, folks, then cast your mind back to 9/11, the most pivotal moment in modern history vis-a-vis the clash of civilizations, when the entire Judeo-Christian world, through the hegemony of a clutch of satanic and luciferic interests in the basement, engineered a storyline, a narrative, a software installation to bring about catastrophic failure of relations between good Jews, good Christians, and good Muslims of the world. And God knows, Jews, good Christians, good Christians, and Muslims, good Muslims, have no issue one with another. Never did, never will. Good humans align the frequency of the human heart, always did, always will. You bring in the third-party intervention, you bring in the agencies and the intelligence operatives, you bring in the midnight Masons who proliferate their fetid narratives through academia and then through mainstream media, and all of a sudden you've got a cocktail for war, disease, poverty, and blood cultism. That's what has prevailed for the last, certainly the last 500 years, courtesy of the Roman Catholic Church and all of the offshoots. But in the modern context, it's really what we refer to as the parent corporation, the hegemony of one primary entity, a Borg, a kind of elemental cloud that contains and controls and controls our reality.